In this video, I will explain the different payment features available in the Flea Lover system. This includes how to create a payment, how your customers receive and find a payment from your store, the different payment reports you can find in the Flea Lover system, how to keep track of your customers' balances after you have sent them a payment report, and how you can use Flea Lover to create a file that can be imported into your online banking system, allowing you to quickly make multiple payments. First, I will show how to create a payment in the Flea Lover system when your customers need to be settled. First, select Payments at the top here, and then choose a period, a start date and an end date. I will go a bit back in time here, from this date to this date. Here, I can see that these customers have sold products in the store during the selected period and need to be paid these amounts. I save it and then click the button called Saved Periods. Now I can find the payment I just created as the top here, and I can see that it is still in draft status. If I want to view it again to edit it, I can do so by clicking here. I can also download it as an Excel file. I will click here to view the saved payment again. Now I will briefly explain the payment and its content. In the Used Revenue column, you can see the revenue generated in the store during the period. In the Used Fee Amount column, you can see the amount the store has earned as a commission. And in the Customer Share column, you can see the amount each customer has earned and should get paid. There are also other columns that may contain amounts. If you have B2B customers in the store, there is a column called New Revenue, which shows their revenue, and New Fee Amount, which shows the store's commission from B2B customers. There is also a column called Rent, which I will explain now. Let's imagine, for example, that the customer Emma needs to pay rent for the next rental period, and we can deduct this rent from the amount that she gets paid now. At the moment, she is set to receive this amount as a payout from the store, and she is currently not being charged rent. This is easy to change. We find Emma, customer number 1000, under Customers. We click the blue button to edit her details, and we can add Emma's rent by clicking Show Rent Fee here. Let's set it to 100 and click Save. Then we go back to Payments and find the saved payment report we created earlier. Now you can see that it says 100 under Emma's rent. This means that Emma's rent and the store's commission for the period are now deducted from the amount she has earned. The amount Emma will be paid is now 100 less than before. We click on Saved Periods again. I will now show how to finalize the payment so it can be sent to the store's customers. I click on the Finalize button. If I change my mind and want to edit something before sending it to the customers, I can undo this by clicking Reset. But now I will complete it and click Finalize again. When I click the green button here, the Flea Lover system will now send an email to all customers with a payment report for their items. I do that here. Now all customers who have had sales for this period will now receive an email with a PDF report showing a summary of their sales and earnings for the period. This is how you create a payment for your customers in the Flea Lover system. In this part, I will show you what it looks like from your customer's point of view when they receive a payment report from your shop in the Flea Lover system. I will also explain how to understand this report. Customers can either access their payment report via the email that you have sent or through their Flea Lover web login. Right now, you can see what the customer's email looks like when they receive the payment report from your shop. The customer will find the payment report as an attached PDF file here. The customer will also be able to find their payment reports through the Flea Lover web login, which I will show you now. This is what the customer's homepage looks like when they log in to the Flea Lover web login. By selecting Payments in the menu bar, the customer will see a list of all their payment reports that you have sent to them. By clicking the blue icon on the far right, the customer will be able to open the payment report as a PDF file. Let's find the same report that was attached to the email that I previously showed you. At the top of the report, you can see an overall summary of the total sales that the customer has made in your shop, how much commission your shop has earned from the customer's sales, and how much the customer has earned themselves in the period. In the table below, you can see the sale lines of the products that the customer has sold during the period. Here you can see the price of a sale, how many products were sold each sale, the date of when a sale was made, how much your shop earns per sale in commission, and the customer's share from the sales. Now, I would like to show you how to find two different kinds of reports in the Flea Lover system that show all the payments your store has made to the customers. The first report is called Customer Payment Reports, and you will find it by first selecting Reports in the menu bar here, and then choosing Customer Payment Reports. Right here, you will be able to find all the payments that you have sent to each individual customer. It is also possible to filter the payments by date when clicking here. If needed, you can search for a customer either by name or customer number in the search field to find all the payments that you have sent to this specific customer. You will also have the option to view a payment as PDF file here, and you also have the option to resend a payment to the customer by email. The next report I want to show you is the Total Payment Report, which is a total of all the payments your store has made to all customers, with the total amounts. This report is useful for your bookkeeper or accountant when they need to do the bookkeeping. Click on Finalized Payment Reports here. Now you can see a list of all the total payments your store has made. You can either view these total payments as an overview by clicking here. You can also download them as an Excel file here if needed. Finally, you can download a total payment report as a PDF file, which looks like this. This is the report you need to send to your bookkeeper. You can see the period of the payment right here, and you will also see the logo of the store over here. Right here, you will see the date of when the payment was created, and right underneath is the VAT rates that the store uses. In the table here shows each customer in these lines. Here are the amounts that have been generated in sales per customer. Here is the commission amount, and here is what the store needs to pay the customer. Below, you find the total from each column and the VAT amounts. These were the two different reports you get from the Flea Lover system. Now, I will show you how to keep track of which customers you have paid after making a payment report in the Flea Lover system. First, click on Reports in the menu bar here, and then select this report called Customer Balance Reports. Here you can see an overview of all your store's customers, and you will be able to track the balance for each individual customer in the Flea Lover system. If we scroll all the way down to the bottom, find the customer Emma, and click View Balance Transactions here, we can see her full transaction history and all the transactions that have been made. Here, you can see the date of a transaction. Here is the transaction type. Here is the amount of a transaction. And here is the balance amount for this customer. If you have made a bank payout to the customer, in this instance Emma, you can register this by clicking Add Transaction and then selecting Bank Transfer to Customer in the Transaction Type field. Then enter the amount you have transferred. Let's say 100. Choose a date, and finally click Save. Now, we can see that we have added a transaction line displaying bank transfer to customer for 100, and that we now owe Emma 100 less than before, as shown here. It is also possible to add other transaction types. For example, if you pay a customer in cash, you can register this by clicking, again, Add Transaction, and selecting Cash Payment to Customer in the Transaction Type field. We enter the amount that we have paid in cash, select a date, and click Save. Now you see another transaction line, and it is displayed here that you have paid the customer in cash. If you have a store that is new to the Flea Lover system, and you have an outstanding balance to your store's customers from the old system, it is also possible to enter an opening balance for these customers. To register these amounts, find the customer, click View Balance Transaction, and then click Add Transaction. Select Initial Customer Balance in the Transaction Type field. Enter the outstanding balance amount and click Save. It will now appear here that the customer is owed $150 from your old system. And that's how you can use the Customer Balance Report to keep track of the transactions that you have made to your customers in the Flea Lover system. Finally, I will show how, In the Flea Lover system, you can generate a file that you can potentially import into your online banking system, allowing you to make many simultaneous payments and save a lot of manual typing. I start by clicking Payment in the menu bar here, and then I go into the saved periods. Over here, there is a button called Bank File Export. If I click it, I will have the option to export a file, which I can then save on my computer. That file can then be imported into my internet bank. However, this requires that the settings in the Flea Lover system are configured correctly, and that the bank information, I'll just jump into Settings and select Bank Information here, is filled in correctly. Choose the file type called ISO 2022, and it is important that all information is entered correctly. Please feel free to contact Flea Lover support for help in figuring out how to do this.